obviously, naturally, humans are skeptics. So, you always. I think I'm probably the hardest on myself. So the vision is real. When I close my eyes, I see the whole thing come into life. So I affirm it and I envision it constantly. Right. The fact of the matter is, it's fight day tomorrow, and I couldn't be more excited. I don't think I'm nervous. I think it's more like butterflies, like you're about to go out and wrestle a fucking bear. Excuse my language. Am I allowed to do that?
You're good.
Yeah, it's like you're going out.
We're on YouTube, guys. We're good.
Yeah, so it's like you're going out to wrestle a bear, and it's a big bear, but you're like, hey, you know what? I'm pretty good at wrestling, and that's what it feels like.
So obviously, the whole team-based MMA, it's not a brand new idea, but I think it's something that you guys are kind of refining and retooling the concept. When did it come to you, and when did you know that you wanted to do something that was team-based?
So to be honest with you, this has been something that I've been working on for a very long time. When I got into MMA years ago as a promoter, I thought about doing a team-based league, and I always liked it, but I just didn't think the MMA fans would be ready for it. It wasn't sanctioned in a lot of the states. The IFL did come out and do their own little thing, but they were focused on a lot of elements that the fans, I thought, would be turned off by. And we tried to avoid some of those things. So a lot of safety issues, taking guys out on stretchers and bloodied up and boxing ring, the whole nine. The whole concept was phenomenal. You got legendary coaches and fighters and all that stuff is cool. What we have, though, is a little bit more sophisticated and organized. A lot more rigor thought went into it. And we put together a plan that fills the void that I think exists today in MMA. There's definitely an oversaturation with star-driven models, and we just want it to be something different and grow this thing from the grassroots within the towns and the communities that they're in. Boom!
What's going to determine what's going to determine whether it's a success or not tomorrow?
I think we're already a success. And the truth of the matter is, I don't mean that in a way where a success like we've hit a home run. I think that execution is key. And it's not perfected, but we work on perfection daily, right? So the fact that we got to a point where we're executing, you're halfway there. So the fact that we're here right now talking about it, the guys have weighed in. Tomorrow they're going to get in the cage and they're going to slug it out. You're going to see some cool finishes and some cool knockouts and maybe some great decisions, right? Maybe some controversial ones. Who knows how the hell that works. But at the end of the day, I think more importantly than anything, I think that the fact that we actually executed the concept, it's real, it's a tangible, they can touch it and feel it, and that's a success for me.
Well, Mr. Hani, good luck to you tomorrow. I hope everything's an awesome success, sir.
Thank you, brother.
All right. You're no stranger to big pressure, big time stuff, man. You've been there, you've done it, you spit it out, shoot it up.
Yeah.
What's this mean to you, to be a coach on the first ever inaugural MMA Pro League event? This whole, obviously it's not a new concept, but they've put their spin on it. Being part of a team-based MMA promotion before, you have a whole different set of eyeballs than really almost anybody else here does. How important is it to you to be a part of this?
Actually, I'm very proud to be a part of this. Hani's put together a fantastic show, and he called me, and there really wasn't any kind of. I was on board right away, I'm proud to be a part of this. This was an inaugural event, and I'm happy for my team. My team's going to do well.
Do you think the whole team-based concept, do you think it puts more pressure on the guys, like with the points-based system? It's almost like instead of where they were worried solely about themselves before, you think it puts more pressure on them having to win for their whole team, they're fighting for a whole state, for God's sakes?
It definitely puts a little more pressure on you now, especially going into the later fights. Now say we're down, you got to go get that finish. But it makes it exciting, man. When a guy knows he has to finish to get those points, he's going to go out there and put it all out there. So, it does, I think, put a little more pressure on him, but I think it's good.
Any predictions for tomorrow night?
We're going to win. We're going to win big.
All right, sir. Mr. Miller, have a good one. Good luck to you, okay?
MMA needs, to renew, to do something new, and that is being happening. Like you see shows in Russia, they're putting 11 guys against 11 guys. You know, I saw the other day 3 guys against 1 guy, and bare knuckles is back. This kind of stuff, you know, because I think all the shows are tired of competing with the UFC. You know, the UFC is a company that has been being, you know, in business for a long time, and it's hard to compete against them. So now they're trying to, you know, invent things that are going to be able to call attention to their show without fighting against the UFC. And this is one of the things that I think is the most important and easiest way to do it is the team concept. You know, everybody knows the IFL had the same concept, a little different, but the same team concept. And they got, you know, high enough that the UFC was worried with them, you know. So I think this is what I think is going to bring, you know, the mass, being state against state. I think that, you know, people always like to pay attention on that because they like to cheer for their state.
Any predictions for tomorrow?
Team PA is going to win, of course.
It's actually pretty cool to think about it. You know, I wasn't really expecting like a big turnout like it was, and it's pretty huge.
Yeah, it is. The other question, your opponent, you guys had a little bit of a, I don't want to say heated stare down, but intense stare down, but a lot of respect at the end. Can we just expect fireworks at the end of this?
Oh yeah, you know, that's just me doing my thing. I usually like try to get in my dude's head, you know. I don't really care. I'm just there to put on a show for the crowd and the kids, you know, make it more exciting. That's all that is. You know, I respect him. You know, he's a fighter just like me. You know, I don't know if he has kids or not, but, you know, I'm a dad, so, you know, more respect if he does have kids. But, you know, it's all fun and games right now, but tomorrow we get serious and it's time to go to work.
I'm so happy to represent MMA Pro League. It gives us a chance to, like, the idea of the team is great, you know. Like, I love it so much. I've been all my life in the team. So now, you know, now I'm back to the team and I love it, you know.
Do you think it puts more pressure on the fighters to be, because you're not essentially just fighting for yourself anymore, you're fighting for the whole team. You think it puts a little more pressure on their shoulders?
Actually, it is a motivation. You know, I think like we all like working for each other, helping each other. Like we're trying to make sure everyone on weight. Like we supporting each other, like emotionally. Like, you know, we're standing by each other. I think it's great. It's a great opportunity to be in a team. I'm so happy, you know.
Any predictions for tomorrow?
Hopefully tomorrow will be a great fight. You know, he's a great fighter. I have respect for him. You know, we'll see tomorrow.
It feels really good. You know, it's like feels like a homecoming. You know, there's a lot of new fighters on this card, up and coming guys. So it's cool for them to get a chance to experience a venue like this. You know, so it's really refreshing. You know.
And what does it mean to be on the inaugural event? I mean, there's tons of fighters that would have loved to been on this card. So what's it mean to you that you're on it?
It means a lot to me because, you know what, this is a part of history, you know. So people always go back to the first event and like, oh, Emmanuel was on there, he was the co-main event. So, you know, now the only thing that's left for me is to go out there and put a good fight on and get a good win.
Honestly, I mean, this is a great show, great promotion. I just, I don't know. I'm just relaxed, really. I don't know. We're gonna fight tomorrow. You know, it's gonna be a fight. There's no backing out. And plus, you know, I'm a man of my word. I'm not gonna back out. I'm in this sport for a reason. You know, this does something for me and myself. I fight for myself. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, expect a good fight tomorrow night. That's all I can tell you. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, like we could build this brand together. We could build together, like I said before. And yeah, I'm excited. I put in the hard work and I'm ready to perform. So.
Any particular prediction for tomorrow?
Prediction, I'm going to be myself, and I'm going to be the best that I could be. And whatever comes, it is what it is.
Do you find that it being a team-based environment, do you think that it puts more pressure on the fighters, or do you think it makes it easier?
I don't think it put no pressure on the fighter. You know, like if you put in the work and you go out there with relaxed belief and confidence, everything will be all right, you know what I mean? So I don't really think you put pressure on yourself, you know?
It feels good. I hope I want to make some fireworks. Hopefully the guy stands and bang a little bit, you know, a little slugfest. Hopefully one of us will start bleeding, you know. That's the best part, the blood, you know. Everybody loves blood.
So would that explain a little bit of an intense stare down, kind of the fight before the fight, get the mind game going, and that's what you're hoping for? Just let's get in there and let's stand in the middle and just bang?
Yeah, pretty much. I looked into his eyes, and he looked like he wanted to stand up, and go to war a little bit, But we'll see how long it lasts. Everybody gets hit, and right away they go for a takedown.
Oh, knowing that Daniel's in my corner and John's in my corner makes me feel, like I've said before, it makes me feel unstoppable. And you have to. I've always said you have to believe in who teaches you and believe in your program. And with those two at the helm, I believe in my program. I'm fully committed, and I'm in.
Right now, as you watch all the weigh-ins and the stare-downs, you're not much of a jabber. I mean, a little intense, but nothing crazy. How did you kind of adopt that as to where others adopt the shove-in and, almost causing a fight before the fight?
I just, like I said in our interview before, I got to go back and thank my high school coaches where I got my start. They instilled humility in me. We don't need all that. We don't need that flashiness. We don't need anything. I don't need to scream. I don't need to yell. I don't need to shove anybody. I'm here to do a job. I'm going to try to do my job. That's
Plus,
all
you're
there
going
is.
to fight tomorrow.
I'm going to fight tomorrow.
I know you had a bunch of people. Is there anybody you wanted to shout out before you get off?
No, I just want to shout out everyone in Michigan, everyone in Pittsburgh, everyone in Philly. I love you guys, and hopefully you guys tune in tomorrow. And I will be home in Michigan after this fight, so I'll see you guys soon. Love you guys.
It's pretty cool, It's a new thing. I mean, yeah, it's a new thing, It's not just like you don't just go there for yourself, I mean, you do, but you have a team behind you. You don't want to let them down, and obviously everyone wants to score a knockout because it's 5 points. So you want to make your team proud. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that puts more pressure on the fighters?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's why I think it's exciting, because I feel like other events, fighters go for themselves and for their team, for their gyms and stuff. But now you got your gym, you got a whole state behind you. So you don't want to let your teammates down, you don't want to let the state down. So it's pretty exciting. It's going to be fun.
Any predictions for tomorrow?
It has to be a finish. That's all I got to say. It's going to be fireworks. It got to be a finish.
It's really important to me. MMA Pro League has treated me so well, so I'm so glad to be here. More glad here to be representing Pennsylvania. And we're about to kick some butt tomorrow. Tomorrow it's going to be all business. We're here for war. Every warrior here is ready to die, so it's just time to go. It's ready to rumble time.
So, can I ask, what was all that stuff about earlier?
Just a little bit of trash talk and some fun. I'm not the type of guy to lay back and let someone look at me or something like that. So I like to bring a lot of fire and smoke to these events. I feel like I'm the best out there. I'm the best flyweight out there. I'm taking this fight at a catch weight. No problem. It's gonna be easy money. Tomorrow we're gonna see who the best man is, and let the sword fall on whoever falls. But I think I'm gonna win. So we'll see what's up.
Any specific predictions?
The prediction is a W. I want the finish, but I want the W no matter what. I came here for a W. The W is what I'm about. The W is what I want. I've been dreaming about this fight for the last 2 weeks. This fight was offered to me maybe 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, and I took it on the real quick. But I've been training. My last fight was 2 months ago, so I never stopped training. I never stopped running. I'm just ready for war and ready for whatever. I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. So I'm just ready to show out.
It's awesome. I mean, it looks like a great venue. It's going to be a sold-out event, so what more can you ask for? I'm here to put on a show, and that's what I'm going to do. And I can't thank Hani Darwish and the guys at MMA Pro League enough for this opportunity.
And one thing I did notice, fellow fighter and teammate Iron Mike Barnett, how reassuring is it that your teammate made, because you had it was quite a trip, that he did the whole trip with you, came out here, helped you finish your weight cut, and he's going to be there tomorrow night?
Oh, it's great. I mean, me and Mike have been together since day one, so I mean, anytime one of your day one guys comes up with you, man, it helps make it feel the same. I mean, at the end of the day, there's a bunch of glitz and glamour, but I'm here to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to get into a fist fight.
Listen, I don't have any nerves. I'm more concerned about my guy. I could tell he's shook. He's staring up and down. He can't stop moving. I'm going to kill this guy. And first of all, this whole venue thing, I'm really honored to be here. But tomorrow is just like any other day at the gym. I'm just going to put in work. I'm going to finish the guy and do what I do best. 100% finish rate.
Any specific predictions? Round?
I give him only maybe half of the round, half the first round. First round's going to be over. I predict it knockdown, sloppy. He always comes in with that sloppy jab. I'm going to come right over it, either way with an overhand, or I'll switch right into my southpaw stance, knock him out with a left hook, right hook. it's over.
Man, I mean, I've been saying it all along. I'm really excited, man. It's really cool. You know, we get to, like I said, we're from Alabama. We get to come up to Atlantic City, come fight with a really cool organization. They're doing something special here. It's my first time in Atlantic City, and I'm just excited to fight. And then it's even better in a cool place.
Any particular predictions for tomorrow?
I'm gonna finish him. I'm gonna knock him out. Don't know which round, but I'm gonna knock him out.
So, being a brand new sponsor here, you made quite a far trip. How important was it for you to personally be at this event, since you've provided all the fight gear and the stuff looks great? Was it not an option to not be here? You had to come.
Nick, fighting's in the blood. Although it's my apparel and it's Jab apparel and I've kitted all the guys out, I needed to be here. I love the fight game, love boxing, love MMA, love combat sports in general, so flying over here wasn't an option. I was coming.
Yeah, we know. Well, we've talked in the past. We knew you were going to be here. All right. So since the new line is out after the inaugural MMA Pro League event, can you tell people where they can go to purchase the stuff that their favorite fighters are buying?
Yeah, so we've got a website, www.jabapparel.com. It's there. It's got all the kit that the guys are wearing. We are looking at in the future, hopefully, work something out with MMA Pro so we can bring their line out so fight fans can get each team's fight wear,
Right.
A bit like the UFC. But obviously MMA Pro League is going to be hopefully bigger and better. So, yeah.
You heard it here first.
You heard
That's
it here
what
first.
happens. He said it. And hey, man, I look forward to watching the fights with you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks very much,
All right.
Nick.
Take
Cheers.
care.
Good